Oh, g'day, mate. Ellis, mate. Casually kicking back. Like I said, I believe it is true. One of the greatest motorcycle riders of all time in the history of the fucking universe, Jeff Emig, is on the line. Is it true?
It is true. What's going on, Ellis?
Thank you. Pro, ladies and gentlemen. Also, teammate with Jason Ellis on Kawasaki. How's it feel to...
I've been retired for 9 years, so the best thing
Hello, Jeff Emig.
I'm back.
Sorry, dude. Just so you know that there's another guy who operates everything in Los Angeles. He actually recently hung up on the goat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, he doesn't. I think he's. You know, I mean, he doesn't know much about moto. And when I told him about the goat, he was like, "What is the goat?" And I mean, it stands for the greatest of all time. And I think he takes offense to anybody that actually uses their body to do greater things. You know what I mean? Like ride a motorbike like no one has ever done. And you know, he's just into going to the library and you know, what I mean, fingering himself. You know, what I mean, that kind of stuff.
Dude, I'm not sure what happened. I did not hang up on you.
Oh, there's no question in my mind that you hung up on Jeff Emig. And when I come to Los Angeles tomorrow, you'll be dealt with. So, Jeff, you've retired, and then you've moved on to you are now the announcer for AMA. You're on the Speed channel, correct?
Yeah, we're on CBS and Speed. Yeah, a majority of the races are on Speed. They've been really good for Supercross. Yeah.
I watch them all the time. I TiVo all the races. I try to get my fans not to email me what the results are, so that I can live the race like it's live, and I don't know, even though everyone fucking calls me and tells me what happens every day anyway. All right,
yeah.
so Jeff, just so you know, I think you've done a great job on the announcing gig. You've always got the co-host dude that he's a television person who doesn't ride, but I don't even reckon you need that dude. You should just have like another bimbo with like a boob job standing next to you.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've done some TV. It's a lot harder to bring you in and out and do those deals than what you think. And when the shit hits the fan is when you need somebody that's got 20 years of experience to step in and just roll with it. And I don't think that after a year and a half I'm ready to do that quite yet. But
you've only been doing it for a year and a half.
Yeah, I did every race last year, Motocross of Nations, U.S. Open, and then of course both of the championships here. So it's a lot of travel. You travel like a racer, but you don't get paid like a racer. That's for sure.
But you still love to be in there and hanging out. That's your life, though, right? There's no coming back from being Jeff Emig. You don't leave moto. Moto's your life, correct?
Yeah, it's just the journey. Like you think about for yourself what skateboarding has taken you and throughout your success there, and all of a sudden now you're doing a radio show and you got all this other shit going on all the time, and it's all because of that.
Recently I heard you saying to Kevin Windham, because Chad Reed was hurt and it was his race to take last weekend. Is it St. Louis?
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, and you said that it's now or never, and he needs to step it up. And then they threw to who's the girl that's the announcer?
Erin.
She said that Jeff said to you, Kevin, that you should step it up. Do you think that anyone else could say that to Kevin Windham? Because I mean, he actually agreed with her on what you said. Do you talk to Kevin before the interviews and all that kind of shit? Like, you're friends with him, right? Obviously.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty good friends with Kevin. We talk pretty openly, about his career and riding and where things are going. And I've been friends with him for a long time. I was teammates with him back in '95, his first year, and we were on Factory Yamaha. So. There's kind of that big brother mentor type of thing that still is there, and I want to see him do his best. And he's got a golden opportunity here. He might need a little bit of luck, but the best thing that he can do at this point is to go, win the next two races now, and. What will be, but I think that if he wins both races, and some of the spoilers show up with like Hill and Millsaps and those guys show up and actually, get ahead of Reed, then that may be what what Kevin needs. And hey, one thing we talked over the weekend, and Kevin's like, man, I sure would hate to lose by like 3 points. He goes, I'd rather lose by 30 than I would by 3, because then that would mean that he was that close. And when it's only 3 points or 5 points, you can look back through the season and go, man, where did I leave those points on the table? Well, I left here, I left 5 there, you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, to lose to Chad Reed, there's nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Well, he certainly has won a lot of races. There's no doubt about that. He is very, very good at Supercross, and I mean, I only won 7 Supercrosses my whole career. He's already up around 35 or something, you know. So
well, you beat Jeremy McGrath in his heyday.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to race him in his heyday, and it was tough because he was that good, and it just really came naturally for him, and then he started stepping it up work-wise, and it's funny because people around the industry, after McGrath had won 4 straight, and then then I came in and won, they wrote him off, and a determined champion like him, he said, "You think I'm done? I'm not done yet," and he went and did another 3. So after me. So
when you won your one, you went to Gloryville and you were like, "Fuck yeah, Emig is the man," and you fell off a little bit. You didn't have the focus the next year, did you?
No, not at all.
You were thinking about starting a band.
Well, what it amounts to is I didn't reset my goals, because that year I won everything in '97.
Yeah.
And that's all that I ever planned on doing. And it took me a couple of years to realize that I didn't, go, okay, click that off the list, now what's next? I reached the end of the list. And I found myself, kind of in limbo. So it's important to always be, moving the mark out there. Once you start to get close to it, go, okay, well, I'm not good with that. I have to keep going. And, that's what I learned that I didn't do. So be it. I tell you what, I feel pretty good about what I accomplished, and I can go to sleep at night, content with what I achieved as a racer. Could it have been better? Yeah, of course it could have. But my career got cut 2 or 3, 4 years short because of the back injury.
Yeah, what did you do to your back exactly?
I crushed a vertebrae. Yeah, it was a thing where the throttle stuck on me before jump, and it was like what was homeboy's name at X Games this year? That
Jake Brown.
Yeah, it was Jake Brown, but a little more forward momentum. Yeah, I've been there before. We're just rolling up the windows. You're like, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be better if you had less time to think about it. I think the longer you have to think about it, the worse that slam becomes.
Oh yeah. You look at. I mean, I was so high up in the air. It's like I was looking down, just going, "Wow, this is not real. This is not really happening." Yeah.
Well, I think you did an awesome job. I think for you to win that year, I mean, what was the mindset of Jeff Emig that year? You must have been out of control, focused, because I believe at that time no one thought that McGrath was beatable.
Yeah, it's kind of like, man, how could you compare it to like Motley Crue in their heyday when the album sales are just through the roof and they're just rocking it. They're just burning the candle at both ends. That's kind of how it was for me. With everything.
You're the Motley Crue of Supercross.
Something like that. I don't know.
I'll work with that.
Heroin, I guess.
You said that you sleep well at night because of your accomplishments. Just to make sure that you sleep even better at night, stand by Jeff Emig.
All right.
Hello, Jeff Emig.
Yeah.
This is Awesome World. Anyway, Jeff, thanks for being on the Ellis Mate Show. When are we going to ride? When am I going to ride? What, like Team Kawasaki fucking shredding Emig and Ellis? Because I've already ridden with Ferry. Do you have a bump on your seat like all the new dudes? The little bump on the seat?
Actually, I just have a stock seat, and I don't want you to. I have very little done to my bike right now. That way, it kind of keeps it fair for everybody. But yeah, if you get the bump on the seat, you really got to go out and haul ass, because if not, then you look silly.
I'm gonna leave the bump alone. All right, Jeff, thanks for calling in and being a part of the show and being a permanent member of Awesome World, because you are fucking awesome.
All right, Ellis. Thanks so much. I'll see you back in Awesome World sometime.
Yeah, look forward to it. See you, mate.
All right, thanks.
There you go.
Dude, Jeff Emig had his mind blown by Awesome World.
It's a mind-boggling place to be in. I can't believe Jeff Emig listens to this show. The only people that listen to my show are the only people I give a shit about.